fans, this is TheSkullKlown.
Hello YouTube fans, this is TheSkullKlown here to review Godzilla King of the Monsters 2019.
And I'm Tyler.
And this is Tyler. And I'm wearing my Godzilla 2014 t-shirt, and this movie is amazing. Oh yeah, and by the way, spoilers. If I did say that in the beginning of the video, so if you thought I was lying, I'm not. Spoilers. So if you haven't seen this movie, then don't watch it. Watch the movie, then come back and watch here. Because all I have to say to you guys that I'm not going to spoil it. I will just say this: it's awesome. Watch it. All right. Now I'm going to spoil it. So here we go.
Remember me from the guy? I was playing, what was it? Undertale?
Tyler from the review of, what is it?
Undertale?
It wasn't Undertale. It was a Defender. It was Defender. No, y'all. I think it was Defender. I think it was Defender. I could be wrong. But anyway, that does not matter. What matters is this movie.
Yes.
This movie is awesome. It does everything that you want a Godzilla movie to be. And the people that are complaining that there's not enough human development and all that crap in this movie like in the first one, all I literally have to say is why? In Godzilla 2014, the character development was terrible, actually. The only one that really was good was actually the chick, in my opinion. And
The farm lady?
yeah, in Godzilla 2014. The one that was actually pretty good. She was good, and Dr. Zawazawa was good, and Brian Cranston was good. Those are the three characters that were good.
Chinese guy?
Yeah. And then the rest were crap, in my opinion. But the Godzilla stuff was awesome, you know. Still highly recommended, just there's some wrongs with it, you know. This movie has flaws too, but overall it shadows. It destroys, in my opinion, 2014. Do you think?
By far.
Oh yeah. It literally does. It destroys it by a mile, in my opinion. So let's get started. The movie. Oh my god. Yes, I would like to spoil it, but Emily, it's your time. I would like to spoil it, but damn. How do you want to talk about this?
Let's talk about the monsters.
You want to talk about the monsters? I think we can do that. So, we start with Mothra, actually. Mothra, we see Mothra hatch from her egg, and it looks great. Mothra looks great, and then she starts spitting literally her web. That was actually pretty funny. And she throws the guy, she literally picks her up from her fucking mouth and throws her, and then it just sticks to the fucking web. It is fucking hilarious. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, that's Mothra. That is literally Mothra. She would literally act like that if you took her, like, little fairies. If you basically treat her like that, that's what would happen. It's so funny. And
She came out of
what happened?
She came out of the cocoon.
Yeah, it's cool how she came out of the cocoon, to be honest. It looked like exactly how a caterpillar will look like when they're leaving out of a cocoon. You know, it didn't look exactly like that because there's a lot of blue in this movie, I'll say. And the one thing there's other things I do have complaints about. But overall, I love this movie. I give it a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. The flaw that I have with this movie is that there's not a day fight. Like, there's no outside. But I understand why, because King Ghidorah is controlling the weather, so there's no outside. I mean, there's no sun and brightness at all. The only time that you see that is with Mothra, when she comes. So, that's that's actually pretty refreshing at that point. I was just like, the sun! I can actually freaking see it! Hopefully in the next movie, in King Kong vs. Godzilla, you don't get that. There's too much, in my opinion, there's too much darkness in the Godzilla movies. Like this one in 2014, you know?
Because how Rodan was painted as a demon.
No.
Or something.
No. Like
Or like
it was dark definitively. Like they made it dark. Not like, oh, it's dark, it's hardcore. Like it's like they changed the picture. They made the picture too dark.
like with the monsters.
No, not with the monsters, with the picture.
The poster?
No, not the poster.
The picture.
When you watch the movie, it has a different color. It's not like you guys understand, but it's not like a picture. Just accurate. It's not like a picture. Basically, what you see on screen, basically, they can change any color they want. Basically, they can make it blue. They can make it black. They can make it red. So in Godzilla 2014, everything was dark. Everything was black. And in this one, everything's blue. And there's barely even any sunlight. And when you do see sunlight, it's just with Mothra, basically. That one point when she's a butterfly.
It's because of the storm.
Yeah, it's because of the storm. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's one thing that I get, but at the same time, I just wish there was a fight during the day. Because it would actually show how these monsters are really cool, you know? That's just me. But I guess I'm not the only one that thinks that. And Mothra eventually gets out, right? She gets out with her wings. Oh no, that's way later. She gets out and then she goes to Boston. Does she go to Boston? I think she goes to Boston to wrap herself in a cocoon. Or she goes somewhere in the waterfall to wrap herself in a cocoon there. If it's not in Boston, then it's somewhere else. I can't remember right now.
It'd be a bad day to be a Boston Red Sox fan.
Oh shit. And the part with the characters that, okay, Godzilla movies have a problem, in my opinion, killing off characters that you actually care for in one movie. Like, okay, in one movie you don't care for them, and then when they die you're like, I didn't even know they died, you know. But in one movie, like this movie 2014, you'd be like, oh, I care about these characters, and then when they died they're like, I'm like, what the fuck. The character that you had, Dr. Zarazara, I wasn't pissed that you killed him off. I was at Dr. Zarazara,
Chinese.
yeah, that he sacrificed himself. I know what they were trying to do. They paid a lot of homages to the other Godzilla movies. I am dead fucking serious. It is night and day. I mean, that's just me. I mean, have you watched a lot of Godzilla movies, right? So, would you agree that it pays a lot of references to a lot of old movies? Yeah.
Rodan?
No, not just Rodan, just anything in general because of how the movie is. For crying out loud, there's a part when Godzilla rips King Ghidorah's head off. At first I thought it was the middle head, but no, it's like the right head, right? Well, for King Ghidorah's perspective, it would be the left head. So there you go. And then it grew back because King Ghidorah is an alien in this version, which some people are excited. Good for you. I mean, King Ghidorah was my first introduction to King Ghidorah, but I still like the 1990 King Ghidorah. That's just me. To me, it connects him with Godzilla even more. That is just me. I got nothing against Space King Ghidorah. I really don't have no problem with Alien King Ghidorah. You know? It's just I like the 90s way. That's just me. I know. And after Mothra gets out, they try to King Ghidorah out. And no, I know I should talk about the main characters, the human characters. But to be quite honest, I don't want to ruin the human characters. To be quite honest with you, there are all a few problems I do have with the human characters. I will point out, but overall, I don't have too much problem with them. They're actually pretty good. Now, the little girl steals the show. Obviously, we all know that. So, and after that, they get King Ghidorah. They take King Ghidorah out, and this woman, the mom. It wasn't once. It wasn't twice. It wasn't 3 times. Well, it was multiple times that she fucked up, and I was just like, this woman's like evil and shit. And then all of a sudden she like turned around and was like, oh no, I'm a good mom. That's just me. Did you got that? Right? I was just like, nah.
There was something about her that you just wanted to
like every moment she just grabbed the device and she just wanted to like
not do it.
yeah, not do it, but at the same time she wanted to do it. And then she did do it. And then when she did, it was like I'm sorry, it reminded me of some Norman Bates type shit in my opinion. Her eyes said it all. Okay guys, if you see the movie, you'd be like, this woman could be literally a villain at any moment, and if she wants to, in my opinion.
She could.
So after King Ghidorah comes out, it is epic how he escapes. And then once the humans are about to die, the King of the Monsters come out. And we get a freaking awesome battle between Godzilla and King Ghidorah. They literally fight. How many times? Like 5 times in this movie? They fight like 5 times in this movie, which is awesome. And if you guys are watching this because you don't care about spoilers, then you're probably excited for that. Anything else? There's a few stuff that happens with the human characters, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But the stuff with Godzilla is awesome. And that's where a lot of people are kind of divided with. Not the hardcore Godzilla fans would love this movie. They would love it. The hardcore Godzilla fans will say that this is a Godzilla movie. But the general Godzilla public would be like, what is this? And I'm just going to be like, a Godzilla movie. You say that you saying you don't know what it is, mainly because you haven't watched the other movies. You're a casual fan. You only probably watch, what? The 1998 version and the 2014 version, and maybe the one that came out in America that was in Japan, like Godzilla 2000 and what was it, Godzilla 1984 or 85, you know? So that's just that's in a way, I don't want to put them in a box, and I don't want to put them in a bubble that way, in my opinion. But when they say stuff like this, it makes me think that they think this way. That's just me. But I don't want to be that person. But hey, I could be wrong. Maybe they have a good excuse. If they do, freaking tell me.
And no response.
So, what do you think about the King Ghidorah and Godzilla fight, the first one, when they're fighting on the ice in Antarctica?
I can't remember the last.
From what I can remember, it's awesome. We're high right now, so obviously you can tell we're like blasted. This movie was it was entertaining. It was good. It was entertaining, fun. I highly recommend it. After King Ghidorah gets out, King Ghidorah just destroys a lot of shit. He literally becomes like the storm, you know? Which is awesome. I think that's pretty dope. And you get Rodan, which is pretty dope to see Rodan. And then when Rodan comes out of the volcano and he flies over people are literally flying all over the place because he is literally flying so fast. Like literally you're just gonna blow. I love it. I absolutely love it. It looked awesome. It made them look dangerous. It made them look scary, actually, and threatening. And the fact that we almost got a Kinderdora, actually no, we kind of did. We got a Kinderdora and Rodan fight, and yes, that was
amazing.
that was actually pretty good. It didn't last that long, but that was actually pretty cool. You know, that was nice. I did wish the Mothra and Kinderdora fight lasted a little bit longer.
That too, but-
That lasted like 5 minutes.
Mothra versus King Ghidorah.
Yeah, not even 5 minutes actually. It was just literally like,
Sorry, Mothra.
it literally is like, I'm coming at you, bug spray. Ah!
Legit.
That's really it. Poor Mothra. She literally got the short end of the stick in this movie. But that's funny. She's not in this movie a lot, but the fact that she's not in a lot in this movie, she literally is kind of the highlight. Does a lot of things that's pretty cool in my opinion. She actually helps Godzilla.
Yes. She does.
And we get Burning Godzilla. And Burning Godzilla is freaking awesome. Burning Godzilla is cool. In my opinion, I thought, this is just me, maybe no one's not going to think this, but I think the reason Mothra, her ashes, to say, her body, her powers technically, that fell on Godzilla, basically kind of helped Godzilla not blow up the way he did. because they actually use the Oxygen Destroyer in this movie. They do a lot of fan service in this movie. It's fucking ridiculous. And is it bad? No, it's not bad. It's actually good. It fits with the story. It fits with the narrative. They don't do it for the sake of like, let's do it because the past did it. You know?
No, it's for...
They did it. They do it for a good reason. And sometimes you do think, oh God, they're doing it because the other one did it. But they'd be like, yeah, the other one did it. So what, bitch? We're making it new. And you're like, I'm sorry. It really is. It's literally like that when you watch the movie and it puts a smile on your face because you get something new and fresh with something old that you're familiar with, in my opinion, you know? And after that, like, Godzilla just starts atomic breathing King Ghidorah, but the way he does it reminds me of Godzilla Earth. Because in Godzilla Earth, the way he does his atomic breath, it looks like he's sneezing, which is actually pretty dope. It's not like a sneeze, it just goes like... It basically it's like a fire, it goes like that, and it's really dope. In this movie, it's almost the same way, but not really. It's like a shield that's protecting Godzilla when he's using the atomic breath when he's on fire. And before that happened, Godzilla basically did die almost because oh yeah, technically yeah, almost like twice in this movie because King Ghidorah picked him up in the air so high that he dropped him. That was actually pretty dope. That was pretty cool. And literally when that was happening, I'm like, everyone should run away. But when it happened, it goes like, and everyone's like, I'm all like, wait a minute, no. You guys are kind of close. Not that close, but close enough to be like, if a giant kaiju fell like this, I think you guys would be like, ah!
Run away?
That's just me. Even if a Japanese Godzilla film will probably do that. That's just me. Maybe it's just the goofiness of Japanese Godzilla movies, but I think they would have done something like that. That's just me. But
some of them were pretty goofy.
what do you thought about the rest of the Godzilla and King Ghidorah fight at the end? Especially when Mothra and Rodan got in.
Before Burning Godzilla or during?
Before actually Burning Godzilla. Because
When he picked
before...
him up and he dropped him?
No, that was after. Because that's when he was overheating. And then when he was overheating, eventually Mothra came in.
When
she was dying
grabbed
anyway.
his head and he tore it off.
Yeah. That was pretty dope at the end. It looks like he ate his body. That's what it actually looked like.
No, the first time he took off his stuff.
Oh no, that was the first time. Yeah, the first time he did it, that was in the water, in the sea. Most likely. And that was dope. He literally tied him like a freaking like snake, Godzilla. And it's funny too, King Ghidorah did the same freaking thing when they were on land. These two characters know each other for a long, long time. It literally is Batman and Joker. Like every time you see these kaiju fight, you'd be like, how come there's a history between these two? And you'd be like, oh wait, that's right. You feel it. You just feel it off of them. When Godzilla first comes to fight King Ghidorah literally is like, huh. Like his face, these kaijus have personality.
Versus the other one. Versus the older ones where they're just...
Yeah. Versus the other ones where they just have like a blank face sometimes, yeah. I agree. And it was pretty cool. I liked it. And yeah, Dr. Zarazawa died. I'm kind of mixed with it. At first I'm like, cool, but at the same time, you didn't have to do that because you killed another main character off that I didn't freaking notice, that I loved, but whatever. But the ending is cool. Everyone literally bows down to the king. They literally do. It is the most beautiful thing of all time.
That was awesome.
But the fact that it kind of, in my opinion, this is me, the fact that Rodan does it kind of puts a sour taste in my mouth just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because wouldn't it be cool if Rodan was actually, you know, like, I don't know, sounds kind of goofy, but a servant to Godzilla or some shit. Not servant, but like,
he was
an ally, but I don't know, almost like, hey, if something bad happens, Rodan would tell Godzilla or some shit. Almost like what Mothra would do or some shit. Or I don't know. So something. Because that whole thing at the end with me, this is me, with Rodan was just not Rodan. That's just me. That was not Rodan. The other animals, understandable. I wouldn't have cared. But the other two, I didn't care. I mean, not the other two. With Rodan, I just really didn't care that much. But I knew what they were going for. With the whole King Ghidorah stuff, with the whole thing with nature and with Godzilla. That's why it's called King of the Monsters. I understand that. And I love it. I do. I love all of that shit. But when Rodan did that to King Ghidorah, I was just like... When he bowed down to King Ghidorah and Godzilla. Yeah. To me, I was just like, why? I know what they're going for. Alright guys, this is the next day of what happened, basically. Sorry I had to cut the video because, you know, my friend came over and everything like that. Might as well we talked about it a little bit. And I didn't realize how long the video was, but this is basically closing. I had to edit it because he had to leave and all that stuff. And he almost sneezed, as you can almost kind of see if I edited it right. If I edited it right, maybe you didn't see, and if I edited it wrong, then you most likely did see. But anyways, that does not matter. What matters is that this movie of Godzilla King of the Monsters, in my opinion, is good. It's 10 out of 10. Are there flaws with it? Yes. But there's so many good stuff in this movie that it's just... It's like... It has everything I want in a Godzilla movie and more. And the whole song with... Oh no! Look who's got to go, 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 Godzilla! Find a fucking lead to put that song in a fucking Godzilla movie! Find a fucking lead! I am dead serious! Like, really? It took you that many years to put this song in a Godzilla movie? Are you high? But that's just a minor nitpick, and I've just made it big, but... Yes, it's just a minor nitpick. But knowing that they could have used that soundtrack at any time, he just decided to use it in this decade. What the fuck? But whatever. Overall, I enjoyed this movie. Love the stuff with Godzilla. Love the stuff with King Ghidorah. The stuff with Mothra, I actually like I said. The stuff with Rodan, I like, but could have been a lot better with Rodan. I understand it's called King of the Monsters. The original King of the Monsters, like I said before, is basically Godzilla being a destructive monster and being literally king to the world. In this one, it's like the reason the title's called King of the Monsters is because he's protecting his, not environment, but he's protecting the law of how balance is. Basically, he's there to bring balance, you know? And some Godzilla movies, they do that, but they don't do it into an extent like in this movie, which I do like. But at the same time, it's like they put it so much to the extent of some of the kaiju characters not being as what they are in the other kaiju movies. That's just me. That is just me. And that's really it, you know? So yeah, I went long in a tangent over here, but this is Johnny Velasquez, aka TheSkullKlown, signing off. And I hope you guys enjoy the movie, and I hope you guys enjoy my review. And yes, I did spoil some things, so that's why I said spoiler in this video. And that's really it. So thank you guys for watching, and what do you guys think about Godzilla, King of the Monsters? It's enjoyable. It really is. I highly recommend it.
This is TheSkullKlown signing off. Have a nice day.